different trend ever?
Hopefully. I said it before, I hope people try to make as much of their college experience as possible. I've had so much fun. I've got to do so many things. I just feel like college is one of those things where you just get to be yourself and be a kid for as long as possible. I don't understand the rush to grow up. I can see from the financial standpoint for a lot of people how it makes sense, but with me, I knew it was going to be there and I had a chance to improve on it, so why not come back? It was a win-win situation for me.
And you knew you had a chance to make history at Wisconsin. If you guys go back to the Final Four, no other team in school history has done that. But even if you lost this game, it would all, I'm assuming, be worth it to you that you made that decision to come back?
Absolutely. I have no regrets. Hopefully we don't lose this game. We're going to go and do whatever we can to win. But I had goals, set goals for myself, for the first time, I think in my basketball career on what I wanted to do for a season, and I've accomplished a lot of them, and I'm very grateful for that.
Have you had that conversation with Sam about whether to stay or go, and does he seem like a different kind of guy when it comes to that decision?
No, I haven't really talked with him, because whenever we talk, it's either about something completely irrelevant to basketball or it's about, us and winning. So I'm sure once Sam, wants to make his decision, he will.
Speaking of irrelevant to basketball, what is tonight's little deal with Entourage going to mean to you?
It's going to be awesome. It's going to give me a lot of bragging rights amongst my friends because that's one of our favorite TV shows.
Frank, when you win the way you guys won last year, does it kind of reinforce the fickle nature of this? I mean, really, they make that shot. We're asking you about revenge questions.
No.
The entire narrative can switch in literally 1.8 seconds or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, it's all about you remember who wins, you don't really remember who loses at this point in the season. So, we're just going to do whatever we can to hopefully keep that fickle fate in our favor.
When you go through a season again, to the media, this almost kind of feels like inevitability. Here we are again, two great teams in this great situation again, this great rematch. And for us, it's almost like, all right, we did all this to get here. How important is it for you guys to do the opposite, to really focus on every single game, every step of the way, every way to get, knowing that it's a long journey and that you have to take every step?
Well, we got veteran guys on our team who understand what it takes. Like we went through it last year. We were at this point last year, and we ended up winning a game. We can take, how we prepared and, body and, how we had to keep our bodies right in these days in between. It's tough at this point in the season to play 40 minutes a game, in 2 games in 3 days. So, just sticking to the scouting report, paying attention to what our coaches are saying, and really, really focusing in on the task at hand and not letting the outside distractions get to us.
Do you have like a video in your mind of what you did, last Friday, the Friday night last year in the same exact situation? Where are you trying to replicate it, Lucky Charms, anything like that, or is it you don't buy into anything?
Sometimes I do. My pregame traditions rarely change, but as far as what I did the night before a game, I don't think it really makes a difference.
You need an earthquake for that to happen.
Yeah, exactly.
3 minutes. Frank, apologies if you answered something similar, but Arizona brings guys in waves on defense between Tarczewski, Ashley, and maybe even Rondé Hollis-Jefferson against like Stainbrook. You're probably going to see some of that tomorrow. Do you prepare differently for those guys, or is it just this is what I do and it's not going to change no matter who's the defender?
A lot of our program is making adjustments on the fly. We can't know what they're going to do defensively until we get out on the court and see it tomorrow. We can take film and see what they've done on similar people throughout the season and hopefully try to prepare for it, but we know that's not easy to do. So we'll just be ready for whatever, and we'll make adjustments as we go.
How does this team balance the pleasure of being out here in Los Angeles with the business at hand of trying to get to a Final Four? You've done a lot besides play basketball here.
Everyone just knows that we're here because of basketball, and we want to keep playing for as long as we can. Obviously, there's a lot of distractions, but we have people who went through it last year and know what it's like and know what we need to do.
Frank, they talk about March Madness being all about guard play, and that's when they get their time to shine. And yet here we are, 3 outstanding bigs on their team, 3 outstanding bigs on your team, more really on the bench. Do you like this kind of mano-a-mano, big versus big, like our best 3 tall guys versus your best 3 tall guys?
Yeah, it's fun. It's going to be a battle. We have good guards, they have good guards. We have good bigs, they have good bigs. It's the Elite 8. There's no teams that are going to come out and surprise you anymore. You know what to expect, and it's going to be a battle, and it's not going to be easy. But if we play our game and play how we know how to play, I think we can do okay.
You guys seem like a really light group. Who's the one, would you say, that keeps it serious, keeps it more focused on business?
Coach Ryan.
Yeah.
Um,
So,
if
other
you
than
spend
just him being
if you
the
spend
coach.
5 minutes with him, you know how. But we have guys who understand the position we're in and what we need to accomplish. So it's not hard to flip a switch from not so serious to very serious very quickly.
But Frank, do you feel Bo has given you a longer leash this year to be fun?
Yeah. I think the leash compared to my freshman year is way longer than it was. But a lot of that has to do with basketball. If you can have fun and then go out there and have results on the court, the leash is going to get longer.
It sounds like from what everyone's saying that you guys are to Arizona maybe a little bit what Kentucky's like to you, that team that you lost to bitterly last year. Do you feel that way? I mean, and does that? And there's so much on the line tomorrow anyway. I don't know, if you guys feel like kind of a wanted team in particular.
That's definitely a possibility. You always want to have revenge against the people you lost to. And I'm sure Arizona feels the way we did against Kentucky last year. You lose by 1 point. You had chances to win the game. So we know we're going to get their best effort at this point in the season. You expect it from everyone. So Arizona's a good team, and it's not going to be easy to beat them. But like I said, if we play our game and play how we know how to play, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah.
One more